She was in the middle of the night and he had gone out of his tent. And she was like scaling the middle of the mountain, butt naked in the moonlight, just like delirious, like completely crazed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's it, Melissa. She's the first woman, isn't it?
She's the first woman on record. Yes. Yeah.
So they don't kill the women. They just make them mental patients.
They clearly don't.
You're chilling with French fries and thick thighs.
Welcome back, French Fry fam.
Welcome.
We have an exciting episode for you today. So I don't know. I know it's the same time around the whole world. I was like thinking about starting this episode. I was like, I don't know if it's the same time in the world as you. It is. Unless you're in Australia. But it is the same time in the world as everybody else right now. It is the end of August.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, Melissa, it's literally different, like everywhere. I don't know what you're saying, but you go a province over and the time is different there.
No, like the time of the year.
Oh,
like
yes.
It is nearing October.
Yes, nearing October,
And
guys.
I don't know where you guys are, but like the spooky stuff's coming out. I was just at Home Depot a little while ago and they had all their mannequins out and stuff like that. And for me and Rebecca, we love Halloween. So spooky season is full throttle now.
Oh my God, I'm getting ready. I already want to put out decorations. I already just want to like get cozy and do the spooky stories and watch horror movies.
Oh,
And
this one need the fire pit outside.
I know that would actually be perfect. I would totally, and like a projector screen.
I have a projector.
Oh my God, even better. And like do a spooky story outside.
Oh, no, you guys aren't invited to that. That's too hard to set up.
Oh, I meant scary. I meant scary movie. Projector screen. Obviously, I meant scary movie.
I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that.
I meant scary movie.
This is your studio.
Yeah, this is what you guys get. No, I meant scary movie to like watch and lay down and eat popcorn and like.
That would be so fun. Yeah. Okay. So in light of the spooky season coming up, we decided that we would start our Spooky Story Sundays for you guys.
Woo! Spooky stories.
Yeah. And I have a wicked one as the first one. I heard about the story so long ago when I was actually doing like a spooky story YouTube channel. It was garbage. Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
You're like, I don't like it. I just didn't keep up with it. But the spooky stories were great. So we're bringing them here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love a good spooky story.
So the first one is in the good old heart of the Northwest Territories. So for anybody who is not from Canada, that is way north up by Alaska, actually. East of Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be east. Yeah.
So it's a very, very remote area. Obviously, it's like very north and it's mostly wilderness up there. But there's this area and it's called Nahanni Valley. And so the remote area is known for its rugged extreme weather and predators. Obviously, there's just a lot of animals that roam the land. There's not a lot of people. So it's a lot of nature and wildlife. And there's this specific section of Nahanni Valley that is called the 200-mile gorge. So essentially it takes like 3 days to get in there. You can only backpack in there through the mountains or however many days it is. And there's no cell service. It's like really one of those remote areas.
So how do these people find this area is like my question.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you. Because if it takes 3 days to get in there, it's not like it's not like something that like people can just, you know what I mean, pack a bag and be like, let's go. Like what is the, I'm curious what the interest is in going there. Like what is the reason that they take this 3-day backpack to go in there?
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, okay.
So it's 500 kilometers from Yellowknife. I'll start there. But it's become a backdrop of unexplained circumstances that have taken the lives of countless travelers and explorers.
Okay.
So
All right.
I have to give you the backstory here and then it'll explain why people go there.
Okay. That makes sense.
So it begins with a tribe known as the Naha. They were the warlike people and they were feared by the Dene indigenous people that still exist in the surrounding lands today. So the Naha people mysteriously vanished overnight. So nobody has any idea where the Naha people went.
Just like no sign of them ever.
No sign, like a whole tribe just gone overnight.
How does that even happen?
Right?
How do you disappear from the earth? With like no sign either. Like no bodies, there was nothing. No.
Just gone. No, nothing. No trace of them was left. They're just, this whole tribe just gone.
Did they go underground?
Like in the movies.
Did they like center of the earth it? They were like, see ya.
I don't think they went to be mole people.
Journey to the center of the earth. Maybe they were like, we're done with this place.
No.
Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, they left not a trace. And the name of Nahanni in Dene origins means the river of the land of the Naha people. But okay, well that didn't. I thought that was going to add more to the sentence, guys.
It did nothing.
It did nothing. Okay, so the legends and mysteries surrounding the Nahanni Valley and the disappearance of the Naha people was just further fueled by the eerie deaths and disappearances. So this is when we get into the 200-mile gorge and why people go to Nahanni Valley.
Okay.
Or like take the 3-day backpack or whatever. So this is back in like the 1900s. So the Klondike Gold Rush days. Okay. So there's no technology, no nothing. And it starts, the stories, like the earliest stories they have the valley, other than the Naha people, are 2 brothers, Willie and Frank McLeod. And they ventured into Nahanni Valley and they were never seen again after that. So
I feel like this is taking me to an old school Western, going back into the 1900s, and they're going to look for gold. Like,
yeah. So they were really, they were obviously looking for gold. There was actually 3 brothers. I do remember, but I don't know if I wrote it in here. Okay, so there was...
I just assumed that they were looking for gold because you said Gold Rush Days. So I was like, oh, they're going for gold.
That's what they did, yeah. So and this area, again, remember, this area is like very untamed. So nobody's touched it. So they figured there must be gold in this 200-mile gorge because it's untouched area.
So they were just hoping. They actually had no clue that there was going to be gold there.
No,
they were just... oh, this is untouched land. Like they weren't looking for oil or anything like that. Like it was strictly gold. Like
strictly gold. Because I think that how the story went was that somebody did return back.
Okay.
So I think what they say is like if you go out there for a day and you come back and you manage to come back, or you don't spend the night over in Nahanni Headless Valley.
Okay.
Speaking of which, the land is coined as Nahanni Headless Valley now, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
But as long as you come back, then you're safe. But if you stay the night in the Headless Valley, then you will be headless.
Okay.
So I think some of the reports of gold being out there are people who didn't stay the night or didn't stay the night in Headless Valley. They stayed close to, found gold, came back.
Okay.
So there's reports that there's a buttload of gold in this 200-mile gorge. Takes like however many days, 5 days to get there, whatever it is. It's a really rigorous hike. You have to canoe through parts of it to get to it.
Okay. So I wonder if there was just gold maybe necessarily not in the Headless Valley itself, but like in general surrounding areas.
Possibly.
So they were like, oh, well, if it's in all the surrounding areas, like it's everywhere around it, then it must be in it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm pretty sure there's stories from people coming from the gorge.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So they survived.
But they didn't stay.
Yeah,
they didn't stay there.
Okay.
And I think it kind of explains that as well. So,
okay.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm so curious.
The questions are good. People are going to ask questions. Yeah. So, okay, their skeletal remains were discovered 2 years later, brutally headless. So the theories emerged, ranging from fueling prospectors, wild animals, inhospitable, warlike natives, like the Dene people that still live in the outskirts. But the truth was really elusive. And more headless corpses kept appearing over the years.
I guess this is too back in the day for them to do any sort of like DNA test to find out who those skeletal remains were from, hey? So if they could pinpoint if it was from the Nahanni people or if it was from the brothers.
And this is why I remember there was 3 brothers, actually. So there's 2 brothers. Mm-hmm. So I must not have wrote it in here, but there was actually 3 brothers. And man, I must not have wrote it in here. There's 3 brothers. And the 3 brothers go out to the 200-mile gorge. And the one brother couldn't hack it. Like it was too hard of a journey. He was like, this, I'm going home. Mm. So he goes home and his brothers don't come back. So after a couple weeks, he's like, what the hell? Like, where are my brothers? So he gets together a crew and they go and find the other 2 brothers and they're headless. Mm. So that's how the other 2 brothers are found.
Oh, okay. So he went back for them because they never came back.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So that's that one. And then there's another one, a case of a Swiss prospector named Martin Gorgensen, and his lifeless body was found decapitated next to the ruins of his burned cabin. So back in the day, you'd like set up camp and you'd like actually build a cabin because, you know, you had skills that we don't have nowadays.
Well, and I'm probably sure back in the day, like if you had a team or whatever, they could have built a cabin in like a day. You know what I mean? Like chopped up some wood, like made little notches and just like piled it up real quick.
Oh, totes. And like this one's kind of explainable. Like he could have been having a fire for heat and the cabin could have caught on fire and he was trying to get out. Like who knows? But like you'd think once he was out of the cabin that he would be.
Well, how are you decapitated? That's really the question.
No, he was lifeless.
Oh.
No, you're right. He was lifeless and decapitated.
So like, yeah. So how are you decapitated? Something had to clearly chop off your head.
Yeah. Okay, in here. So he had written back to the town about striking gold in the area prior to his demise, fueling speculation that his pursuit of wealth may have led to his untimely disguise.
Okay.
Demise. So they thought that somebody had written a letter, somebody had gotten it, came out and offed him because they wanted the gold for themselves.
Okay. That makes sense.
In the Klondike Gold Rush days, like this was very competitive. They weren't finding gold anywhere else at this point. Like they thought this was a gold mine and they were going to take it no matter what.
Well, and that's something that would have happened back in those days, you know, in the 1900s, like the early 1900s. Murders would have happened for money and people getting caught wasn't necessarily as, what's the word I'm looking for? As often like what money? Happens now. No, like people getting caught for murder.
Oh, yeah.
Like that didn't happen.
Yeah,
it was so hard to solve a murder then, but nowadays it's a little different.
Yeah. It's like getting off on murder now.
Yeah, they got caught, but then they get off.
Yeah, I have secrets. No, I'm just kidding. I have secrets. I can't tell you because then you'll know my secrets. Then I can't kill who I really want to.
Take little bits and pieces from each serial killer stories and become the perfect serial killer.
Have it already. Okay. So in an attempt to solve all these myths of these like people going missing in the Headless Valley, because all of them are coming decapitated at some point.
Okay.
So there's this in whatever the closest town would be. Maybe it's Yellowknife. I don't know. I could be speculating here. But one of the towns, there's an article that comes out in the Desert News and is trying to understand the murder. So the piece suggests that Gorgenson and the McLeod brothers met tragic ends and they were like killed for their gold. So exactly what the story is. But there was no concrete evidence and nothing was ever given to support the theory. So it just like, that's literally what they left it as. Like police didn't investigate further. They just said they were killed for their gold. No evidence.
Okay.
So then there was another unsettling death that happened after that. The remains of a man, he's a Yukon fisher and he was found in Nahanni Valley. So he was both an outlaw and a prospector, and he'd been pursued by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police for several years before his demise. So that's how he was found because he had a bounty on him. So people aren't going there unless they have a purpose to go there. Like the McLeod brother went there. The other person sent a letter, right? So somebody had known he was out there, and now the RCMP was tracking this guy.
So I wonder if it's maybe not one night that they're staying, but they're staying multiple nights, and then that's when they're end up found decapitated because like. The police, because it's such a long hike and such a long way to get there, for them to find these people and retrieve the bodies and stuff like that, they must not be doing it in one day, right? So they must be staying overnight, but it must be the people, because like the guy had a cabin, right? He obviously didn't die the first night he was there in the cabin. He found this gold and then ended up decapitated. The other two were missing for weeks before the brother went back and found them decapitated. So I wonder if it has something to do with their finding something.
Yeah, like you have to set up camp there almost.
Well, I wonder if they set up camp and they're staying, and then when they're exploring,
like
they find the gold.
The leprechaun lives there.
You know what I mean? And then they take the gold, or they say that they're going to, you know what I mean? They go back to their camp, and then that's when they end up dead. When they go somewhere, like almost like a curse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they go into this cave, find the gold. They think they've hit the jackpot. They go back to their camp to get everything ready to come and take the gold, and then they end up dead the next day because of this curse or this leprechaun or whatever it is, right? Yeah. Like I wonder, because it seems like if their bodies are being found, there's no way that when their bodies are found, like the RCMP and everything like that, don't set up camp there to investigate. Like they investigate it.
Well, it's also like the 1900s. Like nobody gave.
That's true. That's true. I wonder what would happen now.
Well,
I don't want to go to find out, but I do want to go to find out. But I don't want to end up decapitated. Like, but I do want to find out. You know what I mean? I want someone to go and investigate so I can know.
Well, the story continues. Like you're asking questions that everybody asked. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look here. What's next? Okay, so I just clicked off. I'm doing great.
Fail. Fail.
Why is this so hard? Got it. Okay. Okay, so the Yukon Fisher and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police searched for him. So his skeleton was discovered near Bennett Creek, close to where the bodies of the McLeod brothers were found in 1908. So, okay, we have a timeline now. So 1908.
Okay, 1908. Okay.
So the circumstances surrounding Fisher's death also remain unexplained, as does the presence of a substantial number of gold nuggets he was known to possess. So he died with his gold on him.
Did both die with the gold on him or no?
This is just the Yukon Fisher, so this is the fourth death now.
So now I'm questioning,
So
is
now
it
the theory,
somewhere?
the previous theory that they were being killed for their gold is
it's disapproved or whatever.
It's discredited. Yeah.
Discredited because
He was
they
found
still
with
have the gold on him.
nuggets.
But
Exactly.
now that brings in the question of the curse, or like a leprechaun in the sense of better terminology, because we don't know. But it brings in that sense. He found it and now he's murdered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wonder if the other people
Oh my god! I
found
never
this
had
location.
This yeah.
And now they're murdered because they found the
Oh
secret
my
location.
God.
It's like a secret,
We
like
know where
curse in the
leprechaun
cave.
lives. Yeah. When you find the gold, you die.
Yeah.
Oh my
And now
God.
you're dead.
Only you
now
come up
he
with this theory.
only is
I was
going
like
to.
genuinely trying to solve a murder.
Oh no! I'm coming up with a theory. I'm like,
You're
it's
like,
a
it's
curse.
the leprechaun.
It's the curse. You cannot take his gold. And the other people just found it and then left, thinking they'll go back to maybe get their bags or whatever to fill up on the gold. The third guy just happened to have it with him because he had a bounty on his head, so he was probably not setting up camp like everybody else.
Okay, he was taken off.
He was on the move consistently.
Mhm.
So he found the gold, took the gold, boom, dead, because he took it from the cave that has the curse with the leprechaun. Boom, solved.
Okay. All right. So there's more though.
Okay.
So, there's in 1931, Phil Powers became another victim as his charred remains were found discovered amidst the ashes of his cabin. So again, in a cabin.
Oh, okay.
So this is where it gets worse. So the RCMP didn't even investigate this at all. So they just said that his death was a
Really?
faulty stovepipe. Yeah. And that was it. That's all they said. His death was a faulty stovepipe and that's how he was killed.
Okay.
But it's widely believed that Powers was murdered and his cabin was deliberately set ablaze, suggesting a darker, more sinister motive behind his demise.
Okay. So, was he decapitated?
He was not, or there's no records that he was decapitated.
They
So
just
he's
didn't.
one of the ones that was not decapitated. But so far we've got 4 decapitated, 1 not.
So maybe the stove is correct then.
Could be, yeah.
Because he isn't decapitated. I feel like the decapitation
All the other ones were
is
decapitated.
the Nahanni people or the leprechaun or whoever who live.
Mhm.
And oh my God, that's what it is. It's the Nahanni people. That's where they disappear to protect the gold.
Mhm.
And then when people come, they hide.
It's literally like Black Panther.
And then when they take the gold,
Mm-hmm.
they
I want to
decapitate
go,
them.
but I like my head. So.
I like my head
I'll
too.
stay.
I like it. What if
Okay.
I just no, because it's even the people who just spot the gold. So we're screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed.
What
Okay,
if I'm like, I
so-
swear to God, I won't tell anyone and I won't take a gold. Please don't decapitate me. I just wanted to know if there was a curse.
So, I mean, you got to be able to go there and not die because RCMP are going there and not dying.
So they're clearly not finding where
They're not
this
triggering whatever the hell this thing
curse
is.
or,
Yeah.
or location is. They're not finding. They're just finding the bodies. They're not going to find the gold,
Mhm. Maybe, yeah.
which I think is the trigger to the curse.
Maybe. So more lives claimed as individuals vanished without a trace. So the next one is Angus Hall. He's a prospector. He ventured ahead of his party in 1928 and was never seen again. So he actually died before. We're kind of backtracking with Phil. But anyways, and then in 1936, Joe...
Was this August guy or whatever? He was never seen again. Never, no body, no decapitation, no nothing.
Yeah, he vanished without a trace. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's 1936, Joe Mulholland and Bill Epier, another pair of prospectors, disappeared without a trace. Nothing. So despite extensive search efforts, they were never found, with only the remains of their burned down cabin serving as a haunting reminder of their mysterious fate. So their cabin was also burned down, but their remains were not found.
So they could have been decapitated, but their remains were never found and nobody actually knows.
Yeah. So this is where it starts to get weird.
Okay. Oh,
So there's-
so this is where it starts to get weird?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is where it starts to get weird.
Okay.
So there's Anne Laferte. She's a woman who joined a hunting party and she met a similar fate in the Nahanni Valley. So in 1926, these dates are jumping all over.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're back to 1926. She went missing after becoming lost in the wilderness near the Flat River. So months later, a witness named Big Charlie claimed to have seen Laferte climbing the hill, completely naked, displaying signs of mental distress. Her disappearance added to the name of growing list of victims claimed by the treacherous and unforgiving Nahanni Valley. So he says that he saw her scaling the side of the mountain in the middle of, like, I remember whatever story I read this from. She was in the middle of the night and he had gone out of his tent and she was like scaling the middle of the mountain, butt naked in the moonlight, just like delirious, like completely crazed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's it, Melissa. She's the first woman, isn't it?
She's the first woman on record. Yes. Yeah.
So they don't kill the women. They just make them mental patients.
They clearly don't.
But they only kill the men.
So then there's more.
So, but now I'm curious, why? Why did you make her insane? Why didn't you kill her?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because women have like a different.
That scared me. I don't like talking about the spooky story. You guys, I just heard something outside and my heart dropped to my stomach. I think it was just like a chainsaw or something like that. And I nearly crapped my pants. I'm like, someone's here. Oh, I give you a heart attack.
Oh my God.
It's daylight still. I don't like this game.
Okay. And there's more people. So, and I went to like a different, just through like a different search. And
okay.
Aside from those other people, there was a bunch of sleeping bag decapitations. So an Ontario minder found in his sleeping bag with his head nearly severed was Ernest Savard, and that was 1947. There was the McLeod brothers. We talked about them. And then there was a John O'Brien was found frozen over an unlit fire. So I guess he could have just died trying to start his fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's the myth. So the vanishing Naha people and the mountain men. So the Dene oral histories speak of the fierce Naha people who raided the lowlands and then disappeared. Later retellings morphed this myth into the Headless Man of the Guardians of the Valley. And then there's...
Okay. So they're the guardians. As soon as you find the gold, they're guarding it so that nobody can take the gold. They're the leprechaun.
They're the leprechaun. Yeah. So then, okay. So
they don't necessarily have to be little.
With the McLeod brothers, when they went, there was reports that when they went in, the Dene people told them not to stay overnight. Like they told them not to camp there. And they did anyways, and they died.
So the Nahanni people, the reason they disappeared is because they're guarding something.
Probably. So then, but then there's more.
But then so what? Something creepily just showed up to their camp and was like, hey, you need to guard my precious area and gold, and you disappear. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where does this, like, I don't know. This curse is throwing me.
I know. Okay. So then with the girl, there was accounts, other than the other guy who said he saw her scaling the mountain. There was accounts that she kept leaving the tent that night. And she said she was seeing something scaling the mountain. So she had said that she saw some beast-like figure scaling the mountain. So then there's this other myth that it's called the Nukluk, and it's a small Neanderthal-like wild man reportedly seen near the Nahanni Valley and the Wahila. So a giant white wolf, sometimes blamed for tearing off the heads.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. This makes me think some sort of spirit or something. It makes me think some sort of curse, like spirit, like that's cursed land. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The wolf comes and decapitates the people who did the land wrong.
Yeah. And because there's like such a wide array of accounts, it's just like the one account that is consistent is that people are decapitated. Like that always seems to be the account is people are decapitated.
More often than not, yes.
Yeah, like I think there was 2 people found burnt in their cabins. But other than that, everybody else was headless. Like the sleeping bag guy, the McLeod brothers, the Yukon guy was decapitated. Everybody else was decapitated.
Okay.
So then there's also this theory that there's a tropical valley myth. So there's the theory that like there's a pocket of the river that never freezes. And because of where it exists in the Yukon, it's like it's kind of almost got its own environment. Like it's warm there. Like bananas grow on trees there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super weird, right?
But I can
But also
see
fuels
it.
the theory of these guardians protecting the land because they know where this inhabitable area is. So
they don't want people to come and inhabit that area and take over it like they have the rest of the world.
But they're surviving and thriving. Mm-hmm. And nobody else can find this fucking tropical area thing.
But it makes sense if you think about it. Like it reminds me of like Cosmos when we went to like Rapid City in Montana, where the gravity there is just all messed up in that one little spot. in the world where the gravity like balls roll up and there's like no explanation. Like, and it's just, you're literally can stand on walls and like stand completely out and stand on the wall. Like there's just no explanation as to why the gravity is weird there. So I could see like it being tropical in just like a weird area of the world. And then like, there's no explanation as to why. I could see that.
When Tasia grows up, I want to go here.
Okay, hang on. Hold up, Melissa.
When she doesn't need me anymore, I will go here.
No, I think we send someone else and get them to report back.
No, we'll like definitely have like a local who's gonna go with us.
Melissa, we're gonna die. I hate how all of a sudden I joined you.
It sounds like we're just gonna go crazy because we're women.
You know, not a bad idea.
I'm not gonna be decapitated. As far as my research has told me it.
as long as someone can come and get me. They can drag my ass out of there. I'm totally cool. Just get my craziness. I don't know. That sounds like a bad idea for me going crazy. I'm already a little crazy. Imagine me mentally. Ooh, people are dying everywhere for no reason.
Okay, and then there's this one last account. So this one's the white figures. So in 1946, the geologist Frank Henderson reported his partner vanished and that the indigenous packers warned him of white figures moving along the valley.
Okay.
So he was out there with his partner. Oh, it might have been this guy who gave, because he came back. It might have been this guy that gave the accounts that he saw, like his wife kept going in and out of the tent.
Okay.
And that she was saying she saw something scaling the mountain or whatever. Because there's like these white figures stories. And then that kind of morphed into this big white wolf that was decapitating the people. But it mixes in with this creature story that they saw scaling the mountain and this woman disappearing or whatever. So it's all kind of intertwined, but it's so interesting how there's always similarities. Like, okay, maybe it's white people or a white wolf, or the wolf is scaling the mountain, like some sort of creature that's scaling the mountain.
It's got to be some sort of curse that just hasn't been laid out and written out, that this is the exact curse and this is what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? Like when you watch a movie and they like give you the curse, they're like, oh, this is the curse of they can't find love and blah, like, you know what I mean? Or like whatever. And there's like specifics to it. And it's like, oh, it goes all the way back to our great ancestors in 1887. And you know what I mean? But like this just hasn't, because it's in such a remote area and people are being decapitated and losing their lives, nobody's been able to study and actually see what this curse is.
Yeah.
Like
and
nobody's
it takes
had
so
the chance
long to get there.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like in one of the accounts, like one of the guys, I think I actually found that first one. So it's the third companion that left the McLeod brothers. Okay. He wasn't a brother. He was just a companion. And his name was Robert Weir. And he ended up disappearing as well. And I think that's when he went back to look for them.
Okay. Who went back to look for them? The Thomas guy.
Robert Weir. So Willie and Frank McLeod vanished while prospecting. Their decapitated remains were found were found later in what's called Headless Creek, Dead Man Valley. So this is where the story originated in the 1900s. The third companion who went back to look for them, when they never came back, he also disappeared.
Oh, he disappeared too, but nobody's ever found his remains.
Some stories claim he resurfaced with gold, but those are like one-off accounts. Yeah. And then we went on to the burned cabin, the sleeping bag decapitations. So there's multiple people who are found.
So I wonder if you could get there by helicopter.
Ooh, we could take a helicopter over the valley.
I'm just to check it out. You know what I mean? You don't need to land. We don't need to be cursed. But just take a helicopter and kind of just zoom over the valley and see if there's any rhyme or like anything that we see that maybe would give us more of a reason to maybe go on the ground instead. But at least I'm not staying the night there. I'm just going in and checking it out from above. If I see something maybe during the day or whatever, I drop down but the helicopter comes back. Like it doesn't leave me there. I'm there for like an hour. I have like 39 minutes. Like they're like watching me.
That would be like some Chernobyl shit. Like you'd like hit your minute to leave and like something would go wrong with the helicopter and then you're stuck there overnight. Like
absolutely that would happen.
Apparently though, it is really lush and gorgeous in the summer down there. Like apparently it is insanely beautiful because it's just untouched land.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised with how much the world has grown, even just since I've been a kid. Our own city has become massive compared to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that that civilization hasn't made it out there yet.
Oh, people don't want to live up in the Northwest because it's cold as balls. And you get 30 days of night. Nobody wants 30 days of night.
I would love 30 days of night.
Absolutely not. I struggle enough to get up. I would sleep for 30 days.
I would love 30 days of night, only because my body can't sleep past like 7 hours. So I'd be totally good.
I would love the 30 days of light. I would love that.
No, it's too much light. It's too much.
No, I would. Yes, yeah, I would like that. Not 30 days of night. No, I don't need help sleeping. I do not need help sleeping.
I like to live in the dark. It's so see, this is where we flip.
This is totally opposites. Yeah,
it's totally. I love night, but I can't stay awake. You love day, but you can't stay awake.
That is true. We're literally the exact opposite of each other.
Yeah,
but yeah, and you know what's so funny? Listening to these podcasts and these like. When I got into spooky stories and stuff like that, there's actually so many of these stories that you just don't know exist.
That's cool.
Right?
It's so creepy. Actually, like this one really intrigues me because it is like our homeland, like Canada. And like the fact that civilization hasn't made it there. Because like every other spooky and haunted place you can go to and you can spend the night and you know what I mean? See if there's something
you
creepy
mean like
and haunted.
people like capitalizing on the spooky stories and like
this one you can't. Like nobody knows. Yeah. Nobody's been ever been able to.
People are genuinely terrified. Like I would be scared.
I'm scared right now.
Exciting.
No,
like there's being scared is my favorite.
There's certain scares that I don't mind, but then there's like taking it too far and like I don't know, man. This one freaks me out. I don't know. Like
there's just so many accounts of people being headless.
It's intriguing and like I want to know more, but I want somebody else to find out and then come relay me the information. I don't want to find out myself. I don't want to.
Rebecca, that is the story I just told you.
Yes, but I don't want to go there myself. Is what I mean.
These people came back and told this story.
Yeah.
So you already have the accounts.
No, but I need more. I need something fresher. Like 25. Like somebody needs to go there. No, somebody needs to go there 2025 and then come back and let me know like if it's still the same. Like
I genuinely wonder if anybody's like if there's any accounts past. What was the last one? 1946. The geologist?
I think so.
The geologist was 1946 was the last time.
People are just like not like everybody who's maybe been asked to go out there and like check out and see.
I wonder what happened to the people that vanished. Like are they living with the Naha people?
Are they crazy?
Like were they just like indoctrinated in? Are they dead? Did they just get eaten by like animals? They probably
cannibalism
by animals.
Oh my God, no. The Nahanni people are cannibals, man. They're eating these people.
No, then why would they decapitate them and leave the head?
Some of them they don't. Maybe their flesh is rotten.
But they're leaving the bottom. Oh my God, the body.
Yeah, maybe they because their soul is rotten. They don't want it.
That's dumb.
You're rotten.
That's your dumbest theory yet tonight.
Rotten.
The leprechaun, I was on board.
I was on board with the leprechaun.
I was on board with the leprechaun. The rotten bodies, I don't think so. Why didn't they eat the woman then? Why did they make her crazy?
Oh, because she wasn't rotten.
But they didn't eat her either.
Maybe they can just like see her soul, like their souls. And they're like, you're good to eat. And they're like, you're sour. Like
you're sour.
You're like sour.
You're a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, we don't want you. You're not good for dinner.
Oh my God.
So they just kill them because now they've been seen. So they have no choice. So like, haha, let's decapitate them. I don't know. I'm just coming up with shit now. I don't know.
Random theories now.
I don't know. They're just random stuff. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Oh my God. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, for our first episode of Spooky Story Sundays. We're going to keep these running until after October 31st. Actually, I think October 31st will be the cutoff. And we hope you stay tuned and enjoy them.
I do. I love spooky stories. I love knowing all of these things.
Yeah.
I have a good one for you guys next week.
I can't wait for next week. Yeah, because there's not a lot of stories that I haven't heard, so I'm excited to hit some.
Yes.
All right. Well, tune in next week for another story.
See you later, guys. Adios.
All right. Later, nerds.